so I can't sleep tonight. Instead of laying in bed, I decided to try to make use of my time. I poured myself a glass or maybe two of the Capriccio white sangria and decided to do a makeup tutorial at 11:45 at night. Hopefully by the time this is all over, I will be passed out and ready to go to bed. So when I was trying to decide what to do, I decided, I wanted to do kind of a more natural look and then move it to a glam look. So this right now is the natural look. Now here's the thing about a natural look. Most people think a natural look is easy, but it's not. It's not at all. You have to have a flawless complexion. Your makeup has to be blended incredibly well. And it actually requires a lot of makeup. It usually makes me very nervous when a bride says she wants to look natural, because I think sometimes a bride thinks, oh, a natural look is not a lot of makeup, when it is a ridiculous amount of makeup. So this is one of the more difficult things to do, is to make yourself look natural. And then we're going to take this and move it into the glam world, which I like to live there. It's fun. But you could definitely wear this to work, and then if you're going out for drinks after work, you can glam yourself up a little bit and have some fun. Let's get started. We're going to do this. A natural makeup look requires really well prepped skin. So this video is also going to include skincare. I mean, let's be honest, most of my videos are, because skincare is one of the most important things to do to make your makeup look good. Grab yourself a nice neutral palette and let's get started. Cheers. I have a clean face, but I haven't done anything to it since this morning, so I'm going to start with Burt's Bees Facial Cleansing Towelettes in Pink Grapefruit. I'm going to cleanse the entire face, including the lips and down the neck. Busting out the Huangjisoo Sakura Peeling Radiance pads to tone my skin and keep it soft while I'm prepping my eyes. And of course, I also need to get my skin ready to accept serums and other skincare. In this look, the eyes are mostly the focus, so you want to smooth out fine lines and to puff as much as possible. To do this, we're going to use Patchology's MoodPatch Perk Up Energizing Tea-Infused Aromatherapy Eye Gels. We're going to place those gently under each eye and smooth out the serum onto cheeks and around the orbital bone. I'm going to enjoy a little adult beverage while I'm waiting, and then after 10 minutes, remove those gel patches and tap in the excess serum. I actually forgot to do a lip mask this time, but I still wanted to prep for a bolder color. You want your lips to be nice and plump and fill out the wrinkles. To do that, I'll be using Patchology's Lip Service Gloss to Balm treatment. I'll cover my lips with the product and blend out with my finger, and then leave it on until it's time to apply the lipstick. Having hydrated skin makes your makeup go on a lot smoother, so I'll be using Skin Inc.'s My Daily Dose of Glow. Gently pat that on and smooth the product onto your cheeks and blend it out. And yes, I did forget to use an eye cream. Thank goodness I did an eye mask. I would have put on an eye cream first, but this is where we are. Last but not least, we finish off our skincare with Absolute Aromas Face Oil in Nourish. This is going to hydrate the skin, going all over your face, behind your ears, down the neck, and décolleté. Now your skin looks dewy and glowy, which is the key to any makeup application that is focusing on the skin, and I deserve a drink. The makeup application starts with Benefit Cosmetics, the POREfessional Pro Primer. I'll be applying that with the makeup drop. Squeeze the primer on the silicone side of the makeup drop and spread it all over the T-zone. Using your hands, spread from the T-zone to the perimeter of the face and down your neck, patting in any excess. I received some samples of the Stellar Limitless foundation, so they didn't have the exact shade for my skin, and I ended up mixing equal parts of the samples L01 and S09. I smeared that mixed foundation on the face with my mixing finger, and then used the makeup drop silicone side to apply the rest. Then, with the MAC 196 Slanted Top Foundation Brush, I blended out the foundation with circular motions from the inside to the outside of my face, taking the foundation into my hairline, down my neck, also over my eyelids. You can also go over your lips if you like, but I like to keep the lip hydrator on, so I stayed away from that this time. Then I use the damp makeup drop to blend out any smudges or brush line. The concealer is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Longwear Foundation and Concealer in LG6. I applied it to a makeup drop on the silicone side and then applied it under my eyes. Then I used the slmissGlam GG6 Flat Eyeshadow Brush to spread down below the orbital bone and over the eyelid. Then I used a damp makeup drop to blend out the area where I needed to. And with whatever was left, I applied and blended to the other areas of the face that needed it. I'll set the foundation and concealer with Sephora Matte Perfection Powder Foundation in Fair Neutral using the MAC 170 Rounded Slant Base Brush. Press the powder into the under eye area to do a nice light bake. Also bake any areas that might need some extra coverage. Then use the slmissGlam GG1 powder brush to gently set the rest of the foundation. Priming the eyes with this look is incredibly important, and we're going to do that with the Sephora Prime Eyeshadow Primer. Put a little bit on the lid and dab with your ring finger to spread it out. Make sure you go underneath the eye as well because the glam look's going to need that. Dab it until it feels tacky and slightly absorbed. You're going to set that eye primer with Sephora Colorful Eyeshadow and let it snow with the slmissGlam GG5 Super Fluffy Blender. And remember, I use Let It Snow because it closely resembles the color of my skin, but you should definitely choose a color that reflects the tone of your skin. Now we have our blank canvas, so take a drink and let's get ready to start the fun part. Starting with the brows, we're going to use the Billion Dollar Brows Universal Brown Eyebrow Pencil, and we're going to start by drawing the bottom of the brow using a light dash and flicking motion, then defining the tail, and then we'll draw some individual hairs and lightly fill in any bare spots if needed. Use the spoolie on the eyebrow pencil to diffuse the color and soften any harsh lines. We're going to further define the brows with the Billion Dollar Brows Duo Pencil Concealer and Highlighter. You're going to line under the brow carefully. And then you use the smudge brush that comes with the Duo Pencil Concealer and Highlighter and blend out the concealer, drawing it down onto the eyelid. And then go back with the Sephora Let It Snow with the slmissGlam GG5 Super Fluffy Blender Brush to reset your eyelid with the shadow. Finish off the brows with the Billion Dollar Brows Brow Gel. Brush through a little bit of the brow gel and then let it set for a moment. Then brush through a little bit more until you can feel it start to set into place. Brows done. Drink time! Time to start defining the eye with the Violet Voss Creme Brulee eyeshadow palette, starting with the upper left-hand corner color and using a MAC 215 medium shader brush. We're going to really saturate that brush and apply it to the entire lid. Use a patting motion and then blend up to the crease and diffuse the color. Now I know what you're thinking. You want to play with some of those fun glitters in this palette, but you need to stay matte with your natural look because shimmers, they're not natural. So don't worry, we're going to be using them in the glam look, so hang in there. We want to finish this natural look first. Now using the color in the lower left-hand corner and a Luxie 205 Precision Shader Brush, you're going to start contouring the eye as naturally as possible. You're going to diffuse this color really well to keep a natural look. Using a light touch, swipe it into the crease with a wiper motion. Relax your eyes and don't raise your brows, and slowly build up the color in the crease. You want a contour to be very minimal, just to give depth to the eye. Really buff out those edges to make a complete transition, and take your time blending to create a natural look. You can extend slightly in a rounded shape to the edge of the eye, but don't go too far past the orbital bone. After you've got that crease blended really well, start pressing a little bit of corner into the outer eye of the eye and kind of blend those edges out. You basically just want to deepen it slightly. You don't want to make it too much of a smoky eye. The first eye is going to take the longest because you have to determine what's the best shade and all the best colors and how much depth you actually want to use. Once you get the first eye down, you just have to match the other eye, and you already know the technique, so the second eye is going to go a lot faster. Make sure you take your time, of course, because blending needs to be done well, but for the most part, the second eye is going to be a lot faster than the first. Now going back with that upper left-hand corner color and the MAC 215 medium shader brush, blend out the edges of the crease contour to make it look more natural. Using the Sephora retractable waterproof eyeliner matte deep chocolate, line the eye as close as possible to the lashes using very small dashes, and do not extend past the eye. Tightline your eye and push the color up into the lashes as well. Use the smudging tool to diffuse the line and make it look a little bit more natural. Notice I'm not pulling the skin super tight, I'm just kind of holding it in place. You don't want to change the shape of your eye while you're lining it, especially if you're doing a natural line. Using the Beauty For Real High Depth Defining Volumizing Mascara, you're going to apply multiple coats. The first coat should focus on getting down to the lash line and completely covering the lashes. Second coat should start at the base and wiggle up through the lashes to coat and separate. To get individual lashes easier, you can also turn the wand vertical. The hard part of this look is over, so drink. The rest of the look is pretty easy. You just want to enhance what you've got, so we'll be using the Mud Captivate Highlighter Palette, the color Gingerbread, and the LaRousse LR334 Angle Contour Brush, and do a light contour under the hollows of our cheeks. You want to also blend that slightly down the cheek, but blend it out well. You don't want to see any major harsh lines. If you want to blend out the edges of your contour, use the Sephora Matte Perfection Powder Foundation and that MAC 170 brush you used before, and brush out any hard edges. Go back to the Captivate palette, color Gingerbread in the LaRousse LR334, and lightly contour around your chin. Also contour your jaw. And make sure you blend that contour down your neck. Still using the Captivate palette, but the color Warmth this time with the Farrah Cheeky End 218 brush. Work the color across your cheeks, staying away from the apple, and work on the back of the cheeks to go up to the temples. Follow your hairline and bronze your forehead, and also lightly contour your nose. Add some warmth to the cheeks using OFRA Madison Miller Blush and Sweet Stuff and the Farrah 160F face brush that came with it. Lightly apply it to the apples of the cheeks and blend back to the temple. Using the pink side of the Galactic Skin Glow Duo, use your fingers and tap the product onto the apple of your cheek and blend backwards to the temple. Don't go heavy-handed on this, you want this to be a nice natural glow. Remove any remaining lip balm you still may have on, and then apply Colored Rain's matte lip paint in the color 24/7 to your lips, and really enhance the lower lip and define your cupid's bow. Lock the look into place with Urban Decay's Chill, Cooling, and Hydrating Makeup Setting Spray. This is the natural look, and you can go to work and feel really comfortable and natural and put together throughout the day. But now it's time for happy hour, so we're going to move this into a glam look. And it doesn't take much. A lot of it you can do with some of the same palettes. Just a few things you can add to your makeup bag for touch-ups, and you are ready to go. Well, let's get started. We're going to smoke out this eye, and we're going to start by using the Tarte Tarteist Double Take Eyeliner in black. And using the gel pencil side, trace a heavy line along your lash line, and give a little bit of wing on the ends. You really don't have to be incredibly accurate, because you're going to be smudging it out. And remember, when you use your finger to anchor your lid, don't stretch it. You want to anchor it, but not stretch it out. Also line the outer third of your lower lashes as well. With the Morphe M422 flat shadow brush, begin smudging the lash line out. When you get to the lower lash line, drag it almost all the way into the inner corner. Do you need to go out? Rico needs a pee-pee break. And I'm going to take that time to actually refill my sangria. Oh, when I put you down, huh? Well, I refilled the sangria as promised, but now we're going back to the eyes. And I'm going back to that Violet Voss Creme Brulee eyeshadow palette, this time using the color in the lower right-hand corner. And using that same Morphe M422 flat shadow brush, I'm going to trace and expand on the eyeliner, smoking out both the upper and lower lash lines. Now, be careful while you're doing this because you don't want to go too far out or you'll end up looking like you're wearing a mask. But you definitely want to keep a definite shape like a larger wing. Now using the second to right hand corner color and the Moto Metallics Triad eye brush, you're going to build out that outer corner, bringing the color halfway into the crease. Your goal is to blend out the smoke and deepen the crease contour. Use a Luxie 205 brush from the Natural Look to blend out any harsh edges. The slight shimmer is going to give a little bit of dimension to this traditional smoky eye, but it's still keeping it dark. I'm using my Morphe M507 Pointed Mini Blender, and without using any additional eyeshadow, I'm simply blending out the edges of the lower lash line smoke to give it a more diffuse look. Using your MAC 170 brush and the Sephora Matte Perfection Powder, clean up any fallout and refresh your foundation and concealer around your eyes. It gives the smoke a little bit more punch. Now using the lower center color and the Luxie 231 Small Tapered Blending Brush, you're going to highlight the center of the eyelid from the lash line up to the crease. Now using the color of the upper row, second from the left-hand corner, use your ring finger and highlight the crease of your brow. Going back to the Tarte Tarteist Double Take Eyeliner, this time use the liquid side and define the lash line. Unlike the gel liner, this time it needs to be precise. Now it's time to match the other eye. Good news is you've already got that look down. So just take your time, making sure each step you make, you stop and compare to the other side. You want the density of the color to be the same, you want the shape to be the same, and you want the general look to be the same. A night out calls for false lashes. I'll be using the Ardell Wispies in black. and the Tarte Tarteist Pro Lash Adhesive. Apply the lash glue to the entire length of the lash, then fan it to get the glue to dry and be a little tacky. Now I use tweezers to place the lashes on the lash line, but you can use a lash tool or fingers, any technique that makes you feel comfortable. Gently press them into the lash line and pinch your real lashes together with the false ones. People ask me all the time how I put them on myself, and here's the honest to God truth. You just have to buy some cheap lashes. You can buy ones from the dollar store, even if you want just something cheap. Get some good glue, like either the Tarteist glue or Duo, and practice. That's it. Once you learn the shape of your eye and how to put them on, it's much easier to do it than it's just, you basically can drop them on. It just takes practice. Grab the Beauty for Real High Depth Defining Volumizing Mascara and apply a light coat to blend the natural lashes to the false lashes. We need Mega Glow for our cheeks, so we're going to be using the OFRA Nikki Tutorials Everglow highlighter, the color Glazed Donut, with the Morphe M401 large powder brush, and dust the highlighter over our cheeks and onto our temple. Nothing says glam like red lips, so we'll be using the NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment in Star Woman to line and fill in our lips. To turn up the wattage even more, we're going to use Winky Lux Glazed Lip Gloss in the color Sugar, and using your finger, dab a little bit of the lip topper over the center of the lips, then spread it out. You can use a doe foot applicator, but it will stain it, so be careful. And here's the final look. In love with the way my eyes pop, and of course it will also stand out in dimmer lights as well. So here's your glam look for a night out on the town. Not that I am going anywhere, but I definitely feel like I could do a Zoom party right now. Of course, it's also 1:30 in the morning, so there's no Zoom parties going on. I probably could find one, but something tells me that it wouldn't be a good thing. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my glass of sangria. This is glass number. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I enjoyed making it. If you would, I would really appreciate you liking this video and subscribing to my channel, The Tipsy SD on YouTube. And I'm still pushing for subscribers. I have over a dozen now, so I'm excited about that. So please share this video with your friends, and when I hit 250, we will do a giveaway. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a great evening. I will be checking in again with you soon, so have a good night.